Hey guys, it is Armedfro here again. I am back. I got my stuff back, my computer's all up and set, and I am fine. So I have got an OU standard match. He's really standardized team. I'm using kind of a lousy team. Actually, you know, my usual shenanigans of using under-tiered pokes or under standard pokes to playing the OU metagame. So here we go. This is versus MegaDPAL. He's a very fun guy from Pokemon Wi-Fi Zat, and I'm going to lead off with my Mew. I'm assuming he was going to actually lead off with his T-Tar, but then he goes for the U-turn off the Scarf Landorus, which is perfectly fine with me. Gives me perfect time right now just to set up my Stealth Rocks. As he actually switches into his T-Tar, which I kind of figured. After this battle, I just realized how many people actually use sand teams, so I made a different Mew to actually counter T-Tar leads. It's pretty fun set, but it's just more kind of lousy and kind of surprise factor. So I'm actually gonna go for the taunt just because I really don't want him to Stealth Rocks. If he goes for the crunch and takes me out, well, that's perfectly fine with me. Just because, you know, I really don't mind, but it's not going to take me out, but the Sandstorm is going to take me out, which kind of sucks, but you know what? I'm fine with it. I set up Stealth Rocks. He's not able to set up his own up. Mew did his job. So he's going to switch out into his, yeah, that's his name, his Celebi. I'm going to go with the Spect Hydro Pump, and even that did a lot. But sadly, it's after Stealth Rocks, so I am definitely not going to 2-hit KO it. Even though I did do over half. That's over half after Stealth Rocks. So, sadly, I'm going to be forced to switch out of here and go into my Staraptor as he goes for the Giga Drain, which is perfectly fine with me. And here, I don't know why I did this. This was actually like 2 weeks ago when I did this match. I'm pretty sure I go for the Double Edge, as I'm pretty sure he's going to switch out after this, after all the freaking after turn effects. But I'm pretty sure he's going to switch out. Yep, he's going to switch out into his T-Tar, as I'm actually going to go for the, do I go for the Double Edge? No, I go for the U-turn, like a smart person, because I knew he would switch out. So, he actually predicted the Brave Bird with the Double Edge, and I'm going to switch into this freaking Keldeo is just, I love this Keldeo so much. It is a Spect Keldeo with Hydro Pump, Secret Sword, HP Ice, and Focus Blast. I've actually used Focus Blast in some situations, but it's mostly just an all-out attacker. The only really counter it really has is Jellicent. I'm going to go for the Secret Sword. It does a pretty good chunk, just to the point where another one will hit, and because of leftovers not being affected to him because of the Sandstorm, it is going to kill him with another hit. But he actually does the smart move and actually switches into his King of Land, figuring out that I am actually Spect. So the Secret Sword is not going to do too much. It is going to do a pretty good chunk just because, you know, I am Spect. But it is not going to kill, and I also get the crit. I don't think the crit mattered all too much, just because this Landorus isn't really taking that much damage, other than, and also I'm pretty sure I go for the Hydro Pump here, as he actually goes for the Earthquake, and I know he's going to switch here. So even if he does not switch, he's stuck in an Earthquake, so he can't really do anything just because he is Scarfed. So he is obviously going to switch out, as I'm going to go for the Volt Switch, as he switches into his Armageddon and his T-Tar, which, actually no, I go for the Hidden Power Fire for some odd reason. Why did I go for the Hidden Power Fire? Man, that was a retarded move. But a smart move would have gone for the Volt Switch, switch back into Keldeo, and just hit something with Secret Sword or Hydro Pump, but because not really many of his guys can really take a hit, but I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump, and that's not going to take him out just because of the massive special defense, as he actually takes his time to set up his Stealth Rocks. Actually, he probably predicted a Volt Switch, and I really don't know. I'm pretty sure the Volt Switch is not going to kill, but I just have to go for it, just because it is the perfect move if it does kill. He's gonna live with like 2 HP, which he sadly does, but you know what? I kind of figured that was going to happen. I'm going to switch into my Black Chrome, just because I know I could go for the Bullet Punch to easily take this guy out. If he switches out, Stealth Rock will take him out. And I'm pretty sure he was going to go for the Stone Edge or the Crunch. I know I can take it because because Metagross has amazing defense and amazing HP, so I know I can take a Crunch very easily, as I'm just going to go for the Bullet Punch just to ensure the KO. He might be a little faster because I have no speed investment in this guy. I am max HP and max attack adamant. So here he's going to switch into his Rotom Wash, which I cannot do jack to. I'm actually very tempted to switch out my Black Chrome just for Rotom Washes, but he's actually going to go for the Volt Switch as I switch into my Rotom Wash. I am a special defensive variant. No, wait, no, this is my offensive variant, the one with the Hidden Power Fire. So he's actually going to switch into his Scizor. I really thought he would go for the Bullet Punch here. That actually probably would have been smart for him, but so I go for the Pain Split just in case. But he actually does not go for the Bullet Punch. It probably would have killed me, actually, as he's going to go for the U-turn, and that's definitely going to KO me. I do have the Hidden Power Fire. If I did go in for the Hidden Power Fire, I would have taken him out, but I really don't know why he didn't go for the Bullet Punch, but you know what, whatever. So here, he's actually going to switch into his Rotom Wash. I can see it Scarfed, and I know my Staraptor has higher base speed, as he's actually going to go into his Celebi as I go for the Double Edge. Pretty much anything that comes in is just not going to like a Double Edge. Even his T-Tar is just not going to like it. But I don't know why I didn't go for the Brave Bird, honestly. Just because I guess maybe I did not notice he had a Terrakion left. It would have been easily KO'd, but I did the damage calc. I know I could come in one more time, so there's no point in me dying here. So I'm going to switch into my Black Chrome as he goes for the Substitute. I'm thinking, I know I could take one Close Combat, just because of my natural bulk. And I could go for the Meteor Mash. I have a chance of attack increase, because if he does switch out into his Rotom Wash, the attack increase will help with the damage. Definitely after Stealth Rocks and Sandstorm. So here, I do take his sub out. I do not get the attack increase, sadly, but I'm actually going to go for the Bullet Punch here. But he actually does the good move and switches out. But he switches out into his Scizor, which was a very interesting play. Just because if he would have gone for the Rotom Wash, it would have done a lot better. He would have lived with a lot more HP, and this Scizor can be easily outsped by my Metagross, and I'm just going to go for the Earthquake just to take him out. And that just gives me more HP. So here, he's obviously going to switch into his Rotom Wash. I'm saying, okay, if it's more defensive variant, not many special attack investment, I know I could take him out. He won't be able to take me out, and I could just go for Meteor Mash on something, but sadly, he takes me out, which I'm actually fine with, because I do get the switch initiative here. So he's going to switch into his Landorus, I'm going to switch into my Heracross, just because I know a stab move is not going to do jack to me, because I'm a bug type. I'm going to resist that Earthquake. So he's actually going to go for the Stone Edge, does a buttload, because of his Sand Force? Sand Power, something. It increases the attack of his rock moves, as the Close Combat is just going to take him out. As here, I actually realize his Rotom Wash is actually Specked, not Scarfed. So it'd be an easy one-hit KO with the Close Combat, because I will be able to outspeed because my base speed is higher than his. So that's another easy KO with Heracross. He was probably bluffing the Scarf, but the amount of damage it did to my Metagross ensures me that it was Specked. So here, he's going to bring in his last Pokemon, which is his Terrakion, as the Close Combat the Stone Edge from him is going to take me out with the Rock Gem, which was actually kind of weird. I guess maybe you can bluff the Scarf or something, but here, I want to make sure that my Close Combat will kill, so I'm going to switch in my Harmony. If I do live the Close Combat, awesome, but if it doesn't, you know what, whatever. So he's going to go for the Close Combat. Got a crit, not sure how much that matters. Doesn't really matter in the long run, just because I do have my Staraptor. I know I can live the Stealth Rocks, and after the defensive drop, it is a definite KO with my own close combat, even though it's not stabbed. But that's going to be a very fun match. The close combat's going to take him out, and good game. Very good game. Look for more battles in the future. I'm going to be uploading more often just because I have the actual recording stuff to do it. So thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, stay classy.